Hello everyone, welcome back to Steps. Yes, so we are here on Steps in the T46. This was during the 5 times XP event, and I was playing through the T46 to get to the T28 and to the KV1 and then to the KV2, and this was probably the worst defeat that I had in the 5 times XP event, because everybody comes out in all of their favourite tanks and I just kept on getting put on the teams that were losing. This was a 40% chance to win game and we lost it. It looked like it was going well until the very end. We were definitely winning, we were going to win, but yeah, it just didn't work out, and it was really unfortunate because I reckon if we had won this game, then I would have easily gotten to the T28, but instead I had to use my free XP to get to it. Which is a shame because I'd rather have liked to kept my free XP to get to the KV1, but instead I had to use it to get from this, the T46, to the T28, because I said to myself, if we don't win this game, then I'm just free XPing to it, because the T46, I didn't want to research anything else. I've literally just researched the Top Gun, I think. And so, yeah, I literally only researched Top Gun. This is stock track, stock engine, because nothing of it carries over. Except for, I think, I had pretty much all of the top stuff unlocked for the T28 because of the T34, so I already had the ZIS, the 57mm ZIS, the top engine and the top radio for the T28, so I was pretty well off for that. But, yeah, so we're finally into the action, heading down here on Steps. We spotted a T28E. The thing about this T46 is that it doesn't actually have a particularly good view range to actually spot things, so I definitely didn't spot him. But the T28E with the F30 fires his 85mm at me. He fires and he basically just bounces. There's the artillery who fires at me and misses, so I then stop and aim, shoot at him. I got hit by the grill, but I then finish off the AMX 105. So there's my first kill, and look, we're winning 5-3. How can this possibly go wrong? I mean, we've killed off, 3 tier 4s and 3 tier 3s, and we've only lost some of our tier 3 tanks. We're doing well. So okay, we're moving on. At this point, I was like, okay, this is all right. We could win this game, and I reckon I could probably get enough XP to get to the T28. Then I see this T67 appears, and T67 I can easily penetrate with my 45mm gun. I do have 55 damage with 75 penetration, so I mean that's definitely enough penetration to get through this guy. So then an 82 appears, so I put one shot into the T67, into his turret, and then the 82 is moving, and then I'm like, oh dear, no, that's bad. If I get hit by him a couple of times and he's using the hats, I'm dead. But so T67 is sort of backing off. I'm trying to bait him into shooting at him whilst also trying to get myself down, but then the 82 starts moving towards me, and I fire once, I miss, trying to blow off his tracks. I hit the side of him there, going for his tracks, fire at him again. That one definitely must have damaged his track. He's going for the Panzer, and I just start putting shots into his rear. The Toldi 3 is also putting some shots into him, the Panzer 4H is also aiming at his cupola, and I just basically keep pouring fire into the rear of this 82 here, because they're invincible from the front almost, but not so much from the side and rear, and so I then finish him off, and then I'm like, okay, we're winning 11-5, how can this possibly go wrong? Yeah, we're winning 11-5, we'll definitely win, yeah, it's 11-6, alright, so we've lost a little bit, and then I see this pack, and he goes for someone else rather than me. If I was him, I would have kept on going for me, but as I obviously didn't, and that allowed me to get around his side and flank him and blow him up, and then I get finished off by the VK3601. But look, we're winning 12-8. How can we possibly lose this? They only have a Toldi, a T46, and that VK. What do we have? A Toldi, 2 artillery, a B1, an AMX, an LTVZ, and then as I was going through this, I was like, the Toldi can't reliably kill the VK, the Panzer 1C can't with its machine gun, the LTVZ can't really, neither can the AMX, and the B1 will have problems. That only leaves the artillery. But then looking down there, the grill is moving. This B1 has managed to flip himself with a damaged ammo rack. The grill is moving up. The Toldi here has just killed off their Toldi, so we're winning 13-8. You know, what else can there be left? So the VK kills off the AMX, and yeah, so the Toldi keeps on moving. The Panzer 1C is sort of over there. They're sort of converging on his position. If the artillery was just to, stay alive, they can probably kill him with artillery shots. And then I'm like, yeah, this is good. I've got 3 kills. I mean, one of them was No, I've killed a tier 3 tank destroyer, tier 4 artillery, and a tier 5 tank destroyer. What can possibly go wrong? So the Toldy spots the VK, and so okay, if he keeps going around his side and rear, then he should be able to kill him. So there you go. He puts a shot into him, takes off 51 health. Right, that's good. Fires and misses. The VK obviously knows he's there, so he's backing up, which is the smart thing to do. However, the enemy T46 has flanked around and he's killed the M41. And now looking at it, this is the scene that befalls me. A flipped B1, not able to do anything against the T46 that's over there. The grill is still there, and the Panzer 1C, there's the grill. The grill is going back to defend the camp, and the Toldy is still shooting at the VK. There he is. He's asking for help, but he's not going to get anything. And then there's this Panzer 1C with a damaged ammo rack, and that's it. I just sort of left it at that because he's got a damaged ammo rack. He keeps firing at the VK. The Toldy ends up dying. The VK stuck where he is, and the grill is only an artillery. So that was the worst defeat I had in the 5 times XP. I mean, other defeats I'd lost. We'd lost substantially, and no, I either hadn't done very well or I had done well. However, the defeat was just so great that we were losing like 4-11, and they were definitely going to be able to kill us because they were being aggressive. But this, at one point, we were winning, 13-8. How could we have lost? This because all of our tier 5s were killed off. We had the Skoda, the Panzer T25, and the Panzer IV. They had the heavy, or well, that VK. They had a Wolverine, an 82, and a T67. So we were definitely down on tier 5s. Tier 4s, we had the Matilda, and the Matilda died off. The Matilda would easily have been able to kill that VK with its high penetration, but no, it died off. The Pak 40 also would have had a definitely good chance with, because the Pak 40 75mm anti-tank gun is definitely is definitely going to be able to penetrate that VK, but no, he died off because he's only a tier 3 tank destroyer. So I mean, I died off because I was killing off their own FCM 36 Pak 40. So yeah, I ended up leaving, and then I just quit water tanks for the day. When I next came on, defeat T46, and of course because I'd left at that point, none of the stats had saved. So I don't know how well I'd done. I'm hoping that I'd done well. I mean, looking at this, they didn't get any more kills. I don't think the T46, they may have been able to kill off somehow, but I doubt it. I think it was the T46 and the VK survived that battle. The VK got like 7 kills or something, and we just lost. So that was the worst defeat that I had in the 5 times XP event, and I'll thank you for watching, and goodbye.